Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an Etsy shop review, and this one is of a shop called Fatally Feminine Designs. As always, none of my Etsy shop reviews are sponsored or anything. I pay for all of these things with my own money. And that being said, this shop was probably one of the more expensive Etsy shops I've reviewed. I will link my playlist of all the ones I've done down below, but this one definitely takes the cake for it. This is jewelry that's very unique and quite large. It's handmade, so I felt they were worth the price. I think they make good gifts, especially during the holiday season. If you know someone who is obsessed with like Lollipop or obsessed with cotton candy as I am, these would make an awesome gift, and they're very well made. I start off with the first item, and that's what I'm wearing today, and it's these lollipops. These are like the giant rainbow lollipops you sometimes get at fairs or at carnivals. Really, really cute. They are quite big, which I do like because they don't get lost in my hair. Like if I have, like sometimes I have such dark hair and sometimes it's so crazy and curly that you just, like small earrings just get lost in the shuffle and you can't notice them. With these, it's not really a big issue. They're just giant, they're in your face without being, in my opinion, too crazy. I also picked up the matching necklace of these. I love the necklaces as well. They're just as good of a quality as the earrings, though I would probably, looking back on it, just have focused on buying earrings because I think earrings are easier to style. You just put them on and you're out the door. But I feel like with necklaces, I always struggle with finding the right shirt that's like a solid color or a dress that's a solid color that can kind of stand out on its own and not get lost in whatever print or pattern my clothing has. But I did really love this, and it's super duper cute. It all comes down to personal preferences. This one are these giant cotton candy earrings. They're basically pink, yellow, and blue cotton candy in these clear plastic bags tied with a pink ribbon. These have quite a drop. I think it's a 3-inch drop. I'll have the information down here. And they're really, really beautiful as well. I got the most compliments on this while I was in school, while I was swiping in with my ID card, while I was buying food. So these definitely will stand out, even more than these. And I would probably I usually wear these with straight hair though, because this with my curly hair, sometimes I feel like it's just too much, so I prefer to wear this with like straight hair. I will say though that because they're a little bit long, I found like sometimes they'll irritate like my neck or something, but not really a big deal. Last but not least is this cute little cotton candy fuzzy necklace. You have to be careful with this because this could definitely snag. You also don't want to get it wet, but it's just this pink cotton candy with this striped little cone, and she does have these in blue and purple, I believe. So I wish I had picked it up in blue. She also has these as earrings, so I think that's probably what I'm going to get next. Here's a look at her business card slash thank you, and that's her shop, her website, and her social media sites. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time with a typical beauty video. Bye guys. I'm really, really busy, which is still very true. But I've come to realize that even when I do have